I have actually gone ahead and put the questions in little pieces of paper right here. So I thought we'll just draw these as we go and just answer them. And yeah, we'll just yap basically. Okay, so let's start by introducing ourselves. So why don't you go first?
So, I am Trish, and I help real estate agents build a scalable system and give them additional closings every month. And right now, I'm also in the path of helping creators monetize their audiences.
As for me, I'm Seema. I work with coaches, consultants, and experts who have an online presence, and I help them monetize their audiences. I help them install systems so that they can not just monetize, but they can scale to 100K months in revenue. And over the years, my bread and butter has been coaches and consultants, specifically within the health and fitness space, especially those who have a following or a substantial audience online, but they struggle on the back end and turning all that attention into. So, yeah, that's what I do. And let's just get into
Let's
it.
do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's draw our first question. So, first question. Okay, you are both online marketing strategists in the online high ticket space. Talk about the fake guru epidemic we have. Wow, I love that this
I
was
think
the
you should
first
be the
question.
first one to do the
I was
honors
expecting this
answering
question
this
to come
question.
up like more toward the end, but wow, okay, starting off strong, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, so as someone that is literally the strategist, the marketing brain behind the coaches and consultants and gurus that people see online, let me first say that it is true. We do have a fake guru epidemic. Like that goes without saying. I mean, it already is a stereotype, but I'll be the one to confirm it. And unfortunately, as you might have seen as well, like we talk about this all the time, me and you, there's an awful lot of people out there who they just don't deliver what they promise. And you, for example, you've had firsthand experience with this. Obviously, we're not going to name any names here. We're not here to do that. But I definitely want to shed some light on the fact that there are people out there who simply do not deliver what they promise. So, if you want to invest in a coach, consultant, expert for whatever reason, I don't care if it's to help train your dog or to, scale your business, could be for whatever reason. Please, please, please do your due diligence, okay? Do a background check. If you don't do anything, at least go on Reddit and read what people say on Reddit.
That's literally the way.
You should have done that before you invested in certain people. Or you could have just asked me. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so please, if anything, do your due diligence. Check, like, really. Don't just listen to what they say on their Instagram accounts because they will all be like, oh, they'll all toot their own horns, right? But it's up to you to do your due diligence and don't just pay anyone.
I definitely agree. For someone who has invested on a lot of mentorship programs, I will tell you that you have to do your due diligence to do the research because I've been there. I've been burnt out in my business and at a phase of your business at the same time you want to scale, you want to learn something new to implement, and therefore you just want to invest with a mentor that is someone that you think you look up to or is in that phase of in their business that you want to achieve as well at the same level. And based on my experiences, despite of testimonials that they show you, despite of like all these like promises, you really do not know up until you sign up overall. And I've
Yeah.
went to one mentorship program where
I mean, even
I
testimonials are fake these days. Not even
testimonials
not
are
even the
fake these days.
testimonials can be trusted.
That is, to be honest, yeah, like that. Even at this, actually, even if you check the testimonials, make sure you actually go reach out to the people that is in the program because I kid you
Oh
not,
yeah, that's
I
a
was
very smart way
yeah.
to go about it for sure.
Exactly. So I was in a mentorship program and I thought I will get the tools that I wanted at the end. It wasn't up to the expectation. I learned everything. Like I learned all the I would say, psychological things to know about audiences and like customers. But at the end, it's like having a Ferrari, but without having the gas.
That's such a good way to put it.
Literally. So it was
It's like
disappointing.
buying a phone without the battery. Some
Exactly.
shit like that.
You have the whole engine, you have all of the features, but you can't drive it.
Yeah.
You can't implement or use it overall.
And then smart coaches, they're gonna come and try to sell you the wheels too, and be like, "Oh yeah, you might need this
And then
too."
that's when they're gonna freaking upsell you,
Yeah.
right? So it's just
Yeah. Which is nothing. By the way, upselling it. There's nothing wrong with upselling your customers. I mean,
Yeah.
I help my clients do that, but
yeah.
please do it ethically. Like,
You have to really do your research. Like I said, Reddit. There's a lot of people that are very like unfiltered about coaches and consultants about their
oh
experiences.
yeah, people are very honest on
Yeah.
Reddit.
So yeah, mainly as well. One thing is that if that person is someone that you really resonated with, and it's someone that has helped the people that you think also is relating to you, or something that is in the same business niche as you, go for it. But again, you need to talk to the testimonials they're putting out there, because they can fake testimonials in general. So
Yeah.
yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Mm. Oh wow. Okay. For Seema. Okay, so this one is specifically for me. Why don't you ask me instead,
Asked it.
since it's for me?
Okay. For Seema, what made you let go of the boss babe and soft girl narrative? At what point did you shift, and why?
Oh, wow. Okay, nice. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I'd like to say that I started out my life being the typical, like, I had the wounded boss babe mentality where I had these big goals and whatever, which there's nothing wrong with, but it's like, I had those goals because I wanted to prove myself to the world and prove everyone around me wrong. And it was a way for me to not just prove myself, but like literally prove my worth, which I found out later when I did some digging. But yeah, I went from that to the complete other end of the spectrum when I found the whole soft girl movement, like, soft girl era, all that kind of stuff. And I spent some time being on that side of the spectrum, but then at some point I let go of both. And yeah, that's basically what you're asking me about. So at what point? Honestly, I think I had this moment of awakening last year where I was really bored. Okay, like I was so bored. Like the soft girl era, which can be good for certain stages of life. I'm not completely against it, but it's like I was so bored because at my very core, I am someone who likes growth. I like, I'm very ambitious. There's just this pull inside me that I want to go out there and create and learn and grow and do things that the average girl doesn't even think about. Like I realize that at my core, that is who I am. And this whole soft girl thing that I was all about, like it was suppressing that. And of course, I had good things too. Like I took some time, like I took almost a year to literally like just chill out a little bit, to rest and not go so hard with work and with my clients, etc. That was really good. And I do think that that phase in my life was very necessary, but it got so freaking boring toward the end. Like I was like, I need some challenge, bro. I need some hardship. Because I don't know. It's just who I am. And I'm done trying to cover that up. I'm done playing small. I'm done. Yeah. And also, I realize that the boss babe mentality and the soft girl kind of mentality, they're both extreme ends of the spectrum. And I do not believe that living your life on one end of the spectrum is like, it doesn't work. I don't think it's sustainable. Life is not lived in extremes. I personally want to be somewhere in the middle because I have both sides. Like those two sides, I have both. I want to live both in different times. I know that as a woman in business, I know that different seasons requires different levels of output. That's just how it is. And I'm a big believer in the fact that you need to live your life in seasons, in cycles. Sometimes, when you're in the season of heavy output, you want to launch something, you want to go get 5 more clients, that requires some pressure. And that's good. And then other seasons throughout the year, you might want to just literally tap out and go on some vacation and not talk to anyone. That is okay too. You don't have to pick one. I don't believe that. But for a very long time, I was under the notion that you have to pick one, which was not, it kind of left me in a weird place.
And
Yeah.
right now, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I was also in a point where I was like this boss babe, only, business and fuck the mood, follow the plan kind of,
Yeah. That
you know,
Tell me about it.
preach. Um,
Yeah.
and at certain levels in your life and seasons in life that you mentioned, you have certain goals that you want to achieve.
Mm.
And reflecting back to it, what do I really want as a version of me that would achieve freedom and that would achieve balance? So
Mm.
this is something I had to reflect on deep on.
So do you believe in balance?
I do,
Okay.
because you can have it all.
Some people say there's no such thing as balance in business.
I had to learn it the hard way, though.
Mm.
Again, it's a phase in certain periods of your life, because if you're starting a business, you have to go all in. And I definitely believe that you have to have the discipline.
Mm-hmm.
But it comes to an
100%.
extent. Like, there are moments where you're going to have to sacrifice one way or the other.
True.
Right?
True. That is
Because you
very
have
true.
to, but it doesn't have to be the whole ride. At
True.
some point, you have to meet halfway
Mm-hmm.
and get that balance. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. I have yet to find that balance that Trish is talking about, but I hope I
Me
will
too,
soon.
trust me. I'm learning it myself.
I
like,
have yet
right
to find
now.
it, but we'll see. Okay, amazing. Nice. Let's go on to the next question. Ooh, for Trish. Okay. Why did you leave dentistry to start your agency, your marketing agency, and how was that experience considering that you have Asian parents? By the way, for those of you who don't know, I have Middle Eastern roots and Trish is Asian. Yeah.
So, okay. I was in a pursuit of wanting to be a doctor, pretty much a dentist.
Mm.
I loved it to the point that I didn't. I loved like volunteering, because if you're in California in states like studying dental school, they're applying, you have to have a very strong application as a, college student. And I loved the process of, the extracurricular activities, volunteering. I loved volunteering at underserved communities, something that I enjoyed. I was heavily involved with clubs. I was president. I was making sure that my application was up there to be a dentist. And I realized at the last year in college, I had these thoughts that I don't think I'm enjoying this, because it's not gonna lie, it is kind of cutthroat
Mm-hmm. Very
competing with thousands of students who wants to get in.
Mm.
And it turned to something that I wasn't enjoying anymore.
Okay.
And I realized
Which
that
is important, right?
it's very important,
important to you,
because
yeah.
at the beginning I loved it. Like, I was like, I'm enjoying. If there's a volunteering event, that's something I look forward to, talking people, helping everyone. The academic side, I liked biology. I was a biomedical student.
Mm-hmm.
And the last year of my college, I started having these thoughts. I'm like, this is not for me. I still kept pushing, because having Asian parents,
Oh, yeah, this is where the good part comes.
having Asian parents, either, you're a
Do they,
doctor.
they also have the like doctor, lawyer, or engineer. Otherwise, you're a failure.
Yeah, you're a
Yeah,
disgrace.
it's typical. Also,
So-
same with like Middle Eastern parents.
Yeah.
Literally the same thing.
And
My parents still don't know what the hell I do for work. I have explained it maybe 5 times,
Yeah.
but they just don't know.
And yeah, I had to put that into consideration, because I didn't want to feel that shame and embarrassment of like pursuing this and telling everyone I'm going to be a doctor. And
Yeah, the
suddenly-
shame. It's the shame.
Yeah. And you had that
It's not
shift,
even your own
right?
shame. It's like your family's shame
Yeah.
that they've like put in your
Exactly.
head. Yeah.
So
Projecting it.
I even had my gap years. I was still working as a dental assistant, still,
Mm.
in pursuit of dentistry.
Mhm.
Did my exams for dental school,
Mm.
all of that. And at some point, I was pondering deeply, is this really something what I want? And I
Mhm.
reflected on it. I was like, I want freedom.
Mm.
I enjoyed traveling
Oof.
because growing up, my family and I loved traveling, and
Yeah.
that's something that I wanted to have.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, like I'm gonna be stuck in dental school, and more so even after that, at one place, and I won't be able to have that freedom and flexibility
Yeah.
to begin with.
No matter how much you get paid, you weren't ready to trade that for your freedom. I
Yeah.
mean, trade your freedom for that, right?
Yeah, that was something that I really
Mm.
reflected on
Mm.
what I wanted for myself.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm the same. I'm the
Yeah.
same. Like when it comes to my values, I literally did a test, like to rank your
Yeah.
values. And obviously my top values, some of them was, well, it was freedom and wealth, and freedom came before wealth, which means that I am not ready to give up my freedom for the sake of wealth, at least not long term.
Yeah.
And that explained so much in my life that has happened in the past and why I did certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're the same. I think you probably put freedom
Yeah.
above wealth as well.
Because at some point you have to reflect on, again, there's phases in your life and seasons in your life where you're like, what is something that is aligning to me, right? Like, what do
Mm.
I want in this point in my life that would make me feel either fulfilled, have purpose? I found purpose, pursuing dentistry at that point. But then at the same time, when you have these lingering thoughts,
Mm.
I'm not enjoying this, when you're starting to have those,
Yeah.
you can't help but not entertain and
Mm.
think about it of like, why am I having these thoughts?
Yeah. They're there for a
They're
reason.
there for a reason.
And we are masters of ignoring
Exactly.
our feelings
Oh,
and
trust
thoughts
me, yeah. I've
sometimes.
done that a lot.
Yeah.
So I really had to sit down, and at some point I had an existential crisis of,
Didn't
I
be
don't
all.
know. Like, I don't know anymore what I want because
Yeah.
I don't have plan B. I'm the type of
Yeah.
person that's like, okay, plan A, I'm going to make sure that this is going to happen because
Mm.
if I have plan B, C, D,
Yeah.
I'm not going to put in my 100% to make plan A happen,
Mm.
right? So pretty much, yeah, I jumped out of dentistry. I told my parents, this is the part where I was like so vulnerable. And I was like, I don't think dentistry is for me. And
Mm.
come to my
Wow.
surprise, I did not, like, don't get me wrong, like my parents have been loving and supportive, but I didn't know they were this supportive.
Mm.
They were like,
Okay.
drop it out. We only care about your health and your mental health overall.
Oh, wow. That is
Whatever
so
you're gonna
nice.
do is something that you're gonna be good at no matter what.
Yeah.
And that gave me so much relief.
Yeah.
And I came back to Dubai and just pivoted 180 degrees,
Yeah.
wanting to be in real estate. So that's where everything
Mm.
started since then.
Wow, that's so nice. Bro, my
Yeah.
parents don't even believe in mental health. Like if I just if I sit down in all seriousness in front of my parents,
Especially,
okay, maybe I'm exaggerating a little
yeah.
bit, but like in general, they'll just laugh it off. If I sit down in front of my parents and say like, I need to take care of my mental health, they're gonna be like,
It's like, what is that?
what's wrong with you?
What is
Toughen
that?
up. What's Yeah, okay, that's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm really glad. I didn't know that actually. I wouldn't have assumed that, because there's like, Middle Eastern parents, Asian parents,
Yeah.
very similar. But yeah, I'm very glad that's how it went. And it was very brave of you to have that conversation with them for sure.
Yeah, I'm actually very surprised it happened. And yeah, they're the reason why I am who I am today.
Mm.
I'm very grateful.
Nice. Nice. Love the story. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Oh, what's one of the best results you've gotten for a client before? Okay, I'll go first. Okay, so there was this coach, very well-known health coach in this space. I won't name any names because NDA, but he has like at the time he had like 350K followers on his Instagram. He had been in his industry for like 10 years. He had worked with some of the biggest names in the online entrepreneur space, etc. He had the track record. He had like a flagship program, a proven method. And on the outside, you would think that, oh, this guy, he's printing, like he's printing for sure, But when I stepped into his business and I took a look, I realized very quickly that He he could barely pay his team. Like, it was really bad, right, in terms of revenue and income. And I was like, oh wow, like this guy clearly has an issue with monetizing all this attention that he has. So what we basically did was we rolled out a single funnel. Okay, we did a webinar funnel for him. Okay, and we didn't go out there and get him new eyeballs or new traffic or, like, run cold ads or anything like that. None of that. We literally just took his audience. He had like a 35K email list as well. And we siphoned them through this webinar funnel. And with that single webinar funnel, to date, he has made $1,054,000 with that one webinar I rolled out for him. He would run the same webinar.
Wow.
And yeah, basically picked up his business. And he, from that point on, from the first time we ran the webinar until now, he has been making 100 to 300K months consistently ever since then with a single webinar funnel. So for those of you who say that webinars are dead, they're not. You just need to do them well. You just need to do them well, literally.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it was a moment where I realized, okay, there's probably other coaches and consultants and experts out there who have a big audience. They have a lot of trust. They have a brand, but on the back end, it's a shit show. And they just don't have a system in place that can repeatably and predictably turn the attention they have on their social media platform and wherever else into money, into income, into high-ticket clients. So yeah, that's where my focus has been recently. That was a really like an aha moment for me. Yeah, it was really cool helping him out and just seeing the excitement of the team. Like, oh my God, we
They're
crushed.
getting paid.
Yeah, we crushed this webinar. Imagine, like, he booked so many calls. He literally booked so many calls. The first time we did a webinar, he had to hire another closer onto his team. I think he hired 2 more closers, actually. So yeah, that was pretty cool. What about you?
From not being able to pay his employees and
Yeah.
to making 300K per month, that's definitely
Yeah.
like a huge.
Yeah, it was like 6 figures minimum
Yeah.
every month. It was insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would say I had a lot of client success that I am happy to be a part of, but I would say the first one when it was the beginning of my business was with this realtor in Alberta. She's specifically catering as a family realtor.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to work with families, and the first call I had with her was like, what were you doing in
Mhm.
generating closed deals and, your pipeline overall, lead flow? And she was like, I'm just doing like door knocking, open houses, and referrals.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, this is what I can do for you. And at the beginning, she was like, I'm very skeptical. I'm not sure, but I'm going to give you guys a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of my favorite because it's that moment when a client was like, whoa, I did not know this could happen when I was doing all these hard work, bleeding myself
Yeah. Working myself into the
to
ground.
just start my pipeline, but I didn't know this existed.
Mm-hmm.
Is when we launched her system. We were running paid ads first 10 days, Seema. It was only $400 budget.
Mm.
Within those leads, in 10 days, she closed one deal and secured a listing and got her return 81x,
Wow.
where she got 60K commission.
Wow. She
$400
spent how much?
ad budget.
$400?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That is insane.
Not even 81x. I feel like even more than that, right? So that's when it gave me that purpose of like, this is why I liked what I'm doing. Because it's just that moment when you make them realize, wow, like anything is possible as long as, I have the system, you implement it, and you have the right people helping you.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt so fulfilling with me and my team. And at that point, she was like, oh my God, like, I love what I'm doing, but it made me love it more because I'm giving the opportunity for families, which is her target,
Yeah.
to have their dream home. At the same time, she's also, being successful in it.
Mm,
So that was my
nice.
first favorite, I'd
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
client success.
It's really the belief shift that happens
Exactly.
with the
Yeah.
client, and you're the reason why
Yeah.
they enter this whole new paradigm of, oh, I can make multiple six figures in
Yeah.
revenue a month. Like I can, and I can do it repeatedly. Or for example, I can put $400 in and then make a 60K. How much was it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
60K commission. Like it's just, yeah, it's the aha
Yeah.
moment. Okay. Ooh, how do you detach your self-worth from the numbers? This is a juicy one. I think a lot of women out there can relate to this one. Women in business.
Women in business. I am still on the process of learning how not to.
Same.
I can't say that I'm not attached to numbers
Yeah.
because if you are someone in business who cares so much about their clients and value customer service like I do, numbers will give you that validation that whatever your client's success shows, it says that you're doing the right thing and you're doing a good job catering to them. But in terms of your own attachment, right, with numbers,
Yeah.
this is something
That's what the
where,
question is about. Yeah.
this is something where I had to learn still to up to this day because I feel like moments in business, there are months where you're not generating a lot and you feel like, oh, I'm a failure. I'm not good what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because of the numbers that you're seeing, you're not generating that revenue goal.
You
that
should know
want every
better.
month, right?
You should be doing more.
Yeah. And
If it goes really far, it's like, what the fuck, you're so stupid.
exactly. And I had to learn like not attaching myself so much on those moments. So I would say I would think of it as a state at this point where a state of freedom in a way that I am attaching the numbers because I want that state of freedom, meaning I want to be able to, you know, be able to go to places without
Thinking
checking
of the
my
price. Yeah.
bank account
Yeah.
heavily and
Yeah.
count,
Being
go
anxious
in depth
about
to
it.
be anxious
Yeah.
about it. I want to be present with my family, knowing that I could provide for them and treat them, and
Yeah.
when we go on holidays or go shopping and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah. That's
So
one sort of freedom.
that's one sort of
But then
freedom.
comes the freedom of not attaching your self-worth to the numbers. I guess
Exactly.
that is also a form of freedom.
Yeah.
I have learned, at least for
So
myself.
coming to that, I still am learning. I don't think that it's a fixed feeling of I'm completely detached. I'm letting go of what's happening in my business because when you have business, the goal is to make more. The goal is to make more money, and you can't help but not think about the numbers.
Yeah.
It's just a phase of like learning how to not fully consume you when you know there are months that you're failing or not generating the way you want to
Yeah.
generate that month.
Yeah.
So I would say I don't know
Yeah.
how to fully
Yeah.
not have that attachment yet.
Yeah. I think me personally, the way I have, well, I'm also in the process of learning how to not attach my self-worth to the numbers and how much money I'm making, etc. But I think one thing that has helped me not do that so much, one thing that has helped me not attach my self-worth to the numbers is the recognition that I care more ultimately in life. I care more about having skills, being the version of myself that has grown the most I could at any given point. The person who skills and growth, those two. Because even if I'm like making zero money at any given time, that won't matter because I am someone who has the skills. I've gone through the phases of growth. I am equipped with the tools that I need at any time to make however much money I want to make. I think that has become my new priority. Having the skills, having the tools, having the qualities, so like
Yeah.
resilience, patience, all that good stuff that they talk about, right? I am more and more prioritizing those things rather than how much money I am making this month, because money comes and goes. At some
Exactly.
seasons you're going to make a shitload of money, other seasons you might not be making any money. Like it's yeah, it's compared. Money is really important, okay?
Yeah.
I do think that money fixes 95% of problems, but I think having the skills and the tools and the personality traits, the character traits to make money, I think that comes first. It should come first. So, yeah, I think that's sort of my mindset nowadays.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's more like having that conviction that, hey,
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I know I'm delivering good results
Exactly.
regardless of any bad months
Yeah.
happening in the business or any goal that I haven't achieved at a certain season. I still know that I'm
Yeah. It's like if you
my
take it,
worth,
yeah,
pretty much.
it's like if you
Yeah.
take everything away from me, take everything away from me, close down my business,
Yeah.
close down my connections, everything, throw me onto the streets, honey, I'll be okay. Because I have the skills. I am the person who can go out there and do it all over again. That's the goal, not how much your balance sheet says at the end of the month.
Learn to detach.
Yeah. To detach. And I mean, the reason why we're talking about this is because we have both been there. Like
100%.
we were there. It's not like we're
Yeah.
some, or people right now who are supposed to be better than everyone else who has this issue. No, honey, we've been there.
We've been there.
Been there, done that.
Mhm.
Okay, let's do some more questions. Tell me one thing about the road to business success that you've had to unlearn or let go of. So something that you used to think about what it takes to like reach your goals and become successful, but that you've now completely like abolished.
Mhm. I had to unlearn to prove myself that I did the right thing.
Mm,
Because again, I was pursuing dentistry.
mhm,
Well, I was pursuing dentistry most of my life thinking I'm going to be a doctor. And it's what my tunnel vision was up
mm,
until it didn't. And I had to unlearn that, hey, I moved away from this and pursued building my business. I tied down the client success, the results, the numbers,
mm,
telling myself, see, what you did was the right thing.
mm,
So the I didn't need the validation from my family or other people because
mm,
everyone has been so supportive, which I'm so, so grateful.
mhm,
But it was for myself that I had to unlearn of trying to tell myself that this whole time of quitting dentistry, it was the best decision I've ever made.
mm,
And because of that, tying down the results and wins and numbers, I had to tell myself, hey, like, it's okay because you're enjoying what you're doing. You're sharing value, the skills you've had, you care about your clients. Like there's nothing to prove to anyone anymore. You don't have to prove yourself that
mm,
seeking that constant validation that what you did was the right thing.
mm.
And it took me a year when I started the business to unlearn that.
Yep.
So that's something that I had to reframe myself this whole
Mhm.
time.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, interesting. I can definitely relate to that as well.
Mhm.
I think for me personally, one thing I have had to unlearn that it's not fair. The fact that instead of expecting business, especially as a woman in business, for it to be fair and then being disappointed when it's not. Like I used to think it's fair, and And when I say fair, I mean, for example, let's say you're an amazing media buyer, okay? Let's say you are very good at what you do, or not media buyer. Let's do something more traditional. Like, let's say you are an amazing fitness coach. Let's say you're actually so good at getting at building your own body up, and you're also very good at helping other people get their dream body and like completely transform, etc. Like, you've been at this for years, you know what you're doing, okay? Just because you're an amazing, great fitness coach and you're very good at what you do, it doesn't mean that you're automatically gonna make a shitload of money and that the market is just gonna swoon over you. And you'll probably see someone else, another fitness coach, who is much worse than you in terms of skill, but you're going to see them make 3 times the amount of money you make. That's what I mean by it not being fair. Business is not fair, which is why you need to learn, as they say, you need to learn how to play the game. Okay?
That's
You need to learn how to play the game. The amount of volume that needs to be put out there, that you need to put out there, is probably way more than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I had to realize that at some point too. But yeah, it's not fair, and you just have to learn how to play the game.
Or it's gonna eat you alive.
Yeah, it's gonna eat you alive,
It's
and
gonna
you're
eat
gonna
you
be looking
alive.
at all the people around you who don't even have half of your talent, half of your skill. They're gonna outwork you. They're gonna out earn you. They're gonna get a bigger portion of the cake.
It's
Simply
all-
because they have the audacity.
Yeah, it all comes down to execution as well.
Mm.
Like what you said, other people are not even doing a great job to specifically of what you're catering to your clients. Like some of them are even making more and they're even half-assing the service that they're giving. Why? It's because they know how to play the game. They execute, speed, action, all of that.
Yeah.
If you don't do those things,
Yeah.
it's literally this world is unfair and it's going to eat you
Yeah.
alive no matter what.
Yeah, and it's like I can, me and you both, we're a bit of like perfectionists.
Yeah.
Or the eldest daughter archetype who wants everything to
typical.
be under control. Everything must be perfect. Everything must be done in like 5, 6 iterations before we're ready to put it out there. And like, we have to always remind ourselves every day that getting it done is more important than it being perfect.
Yeah.
At least for me. Like, that is something I deal with every single freaking day. Like, half done is better to me than perfect before it's done.
We all had that phase. Like I had to learn it the hard way. Like I wanted to have the perfect logo, the perfect brand color.
Oh yeah,
Starting
when
the
we were just
business,
starting out.
thinking about a freaking website.
Oh my god, I think everyone has made that rookie
Everyone has
mistake.
been there, done that.
It's like,
but
nobody gives a shit about the color of
really
your
doesn't.
website, okay? Sales matters.
Learn
Getting someone to
sales.
pay you matters.
First, learn sales, and then worry about everything else.
Worry about your color palette after that.
When you get there, because trust me, it's just it with all my friends or even entrepreneurs or people who are wanting to achieve something. We all tend to have that perfectionism or overthinking, right? Care about what people think, but at the end of the day, you learn as you go, and really it comes down to execution, action, speed, and
Yeah.
not caring what people think.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, this is like a universal problem, this
Yeah.
one, not caring about what people think. And I think everyone has a journey going through that or dealing with that. Okay, next question. When is it enough for you? What's your number? By what's your number, it means like at what amount of money do you want to like retire or like throw in the towel and be like, I'm just going to go chill for the rest of my life?
I believe we had this conversation in the past where you asked me, like, what is a number that you would want that would make you be like, I've made it?
Yeah.
And I'm going to say the same answer I said last time.
Yeah.
Is that I wouldn't put a number to it because, again, me being ambitious and me wanting to have a business, obviously you want to monetize and scale, right? The reason why I wouldn't put a number is because reflecting back of what I want is freedom.
Mm.
I guess if I achieve that state of freedom, that's my number of not being
Interesting.
able to, again, worry about my bank account when I want to travel,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
treating my family, my loved ones, my
Mm-hmm.
friends, not worrying about, oh, like I have to put a certain budget because
Yeah.
this is what I can afford.
Yeah.
And being able to buy the things without worrying and having anxiety of, oh, can I buy this? And can I buy it again?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't put a number. It's more of a state to me. If I achieve that freedom of what freedom is to me, that would be it.
Yeah. Nice. Love that.
Yeah. How about you?
Amazing. Oh, mine is very simple. 30 million. If I have 30 million, that means I can get $1 million in like passive income per year. $1 million a year.
Yeah.
That should be pretty enough, whatever your lifestyle is. Yeah, 30 mil. That's my number.
I love it.
It feels very good saying it out loud to the world.
Say 50 mil.
Yeah, but yeah, 30 million is my number.
That's
And
good.
I have no idea how I'm going to get there, but that's not up to me.
We
That's
can
up to
have it
God.
all.
Yeah, that's up to God for
We can have it
decide.
all.
But all I can do is set the intentions and do whatever I can with what I have at any given point. And the rest is up to God. I've had to learn that as well. But yeah, let's do another question. There's not that many left anyway. What's one thing you love about working with your clients and scaling their businesses? Okay, I'll go first. Yeah, it's what we kind of talked about a little bit. I think it's the whole shifting their paradigm and really proving it to them that, hey, there's this other level of income or this other level of the way you can operate your business that still gives you the freedom, gives you the like bandwidth to do your best work with your clients. It's really the paradigm shift that I am able to help bring about for them, where, for example, when it comes to money or revenue, it's, they used to make 20K a month and then 30K a month, and then I help them get to 100K a month. Like, that is huge, right? And it's not just about the money, it's about them realizing that my business, my craft, whatever it is that I do for the world, it can create this much impact and then in turn pull in this much money. That is a very big paradigm shift. That coach or consultant or expert, they're not going to be the same anymore. Literally.
100%.
It's like changing their brain chemistry and just being part of the whole process of, hitting a milestone like that, and then being part of the team, and everyone in the team are like, oh my God, like we've never had a month like this is a record-breaking month, or we've never had so many people attend one of our webinars, like this is insane. That is amazing. Like, I still go back and read the screenshots that I took of the Slack channel after a launch or after we did a webinar with one of my clients, and everyone in the team, they're like, oh my God, ain't no business guru that can create this much demand. Like, it's just, yeah, it's a very nice feeling. It's a
I
very nice
definitely
feeling.
agree, especially
Yeah.
you're part of their success. To me, it's the same thing. It's that aha moment of making them realize that I don't need to put in all these hard work. I just need the right system or someone to help me get there.
Yeah.
It's the
Giving
same
them
thing.
their freedom back.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's something else
It's
too.
pretty much that aha moment of like, you don't have to do it all. You're, let's say, for example, like my clients, right? The recent client I had was a brokerage. I was talking to the broker manager and I was like, how are you, generating leads? What are your resources to actually close deals in your company? It was like, oh, I was with this marketing agency up to this date, creating YouTube videos, posting videos, but it's not really making me track if the leads that we're closing is from there. I run their ads, launch their system. That testimonial they gave me on that third call, follow-up call we had, they were like, Trish, I did not know that this is the side of marketing that could generate
It's like a whole new
more
world to
business for
them.
people.
Yeah.
And it was that feeling of, again, changing their paradigm and mindset about opportunities.
Yeah.
And to be a part of it feels so fulfilling at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah, totally agree. So I would like to put it out there that in case you happen to be a creator, a coach, consultant, expert online who has an audience, who has a substantial amount of followers, and you have a brand, you have a certain level of trust, but you struggle to turn that trust and all those eyeballs into high ticket clients, into revenue, and you struggle to fill up your programs and your offers despite the ridiculous amount of attention you have on social media, feel free to reach out to us because we will step into your business, whether it is offer creation you have issues with, you don't even know what your flagship offer is yet, or if you simply need help with installing the right systems and funnels so that you can turn all the DMs you get from people asking to work with you and all the views you get on your stories from people who are really, really interested in what you do, we will help you siphon all of that into the right funnels, the right systems, the right channels so that you can turn them into clients and customers. If that is you, especially if you're like, okay, I've been stuck at like 10, 20K a month, maybe even less than that, and I want to scale to 50K, to 100K in revenue per month, or maybe even past that. Everyone has different goals, but if this is you, feel free to reach out to either me or Trish and we'll have a chat. We'll take a look under the hood of your business and see what we can do. Trish also wants to do a little mini pitch.
If you are in the real estate niche as an agent or you own a brokerage and you guys don't have a consistent pipeline of leads and have a system that nurtures these people and generates you consistent deals every month, reach out to me and we're going to be guiding you on how you can make it happen.
Okay, so that is it for this episode at least. We have so much more to say and talk about. We'll probably film more episodes like this. I really enjoyed this, by the way. Like, this was so fun.
This is our first time, by the way.
Yeah. This was so fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening and just joining us in this conversation. And stay tuned for the next
tuned.
one. Bye.